Today we will study our another chapter, microorganisms, friend and foe. First we will discuss what are microorganisms. Means the organisms which very small in size and cannot be seen with normally. Means normal eyes we are not able to see microorganisms, as there are many organisms around us. There are many organisms present here we are not able to see. These are called microorganisms, which are very small in size. Example, the microorganisms present on spoiled bread, curd. We are using curd in our daily life. There are lots of microorganisms, but we are not able to see. So these type of small organisms are called microorganisms. And we will discuss, are they friend and foe. They are both our friend and foe, because as the microorganisms present in curd and in many other eatable things, there are microorganisms which are beneficial for our body, which are beneficial for our nutrition requirement for our body. So we can say these are our friends. And some microorganisms which are harmful for us, as they produce disease, they carry virus to our body and harms our body. So these are foe, means enemies of our body. So discussing, these are grouped in 5 categories. Means the categories of microorganisms are 5 mainly. These are bacteria, fungi, protozoa, algae and virus. Now the microbes play important role for humans. Some of them are beneficial and some are harmful. So we can say these are friend and foe of humans. And the beneficial means the beneficiary part of microbes is used for making curd, bread, cake, manures, preparation of medicines, nitrogen fixation, for soil fertility. So in this way microbes are beneficial, means we are able to make curd with the help of microbes. Bread is also made with the help of microbes, cake, manures. As for making manure, farmers use microorganisms. As in preparation of medicines, means in vaccination, microorganisms are used. Nitrogen fixation means the conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into a form that soil can absorb or plants can absorb the nitrogen, is also done by special type of microorganisms. So we can say nitrogen fixation for soil fertility. In this way microbes are beneficial for us. As bacteria, lactobacillus help in curd formation. It is a common microorganisms which are used in our daily lives. The commercial use, microbes used for formation of alcohol, wine and acetic acid. So in this way microorganisms are used commercially also. As fermentation or yeast. Fermentation process means yeast is a microbe used to convert sugar into alcohol. So this conversion known as fermentation, means in fermentation process yeast microbe is used for conversion of sugar into alcohol. As medicinal use, antibiotics injections such as penicillin have microorganisms which kills the disease causing microorganisms. Means in medicinal use microbes are present in antibiotics and injections which enters our body, and these microorganisms are our friends. They kill the disease causing microorganisms present in our body. So there is medicinal use also. Now we will discuss what is vaccine. Why the vaccine? Some facts are there. Louis Pasteur discovered fermentation in 1857. Means the fermentation process was discovered by the scientist Louis Pasteur in 1857. Alexander Fleming prepared penicillin in 1929. Edward Jenner discovered smallpox vaccine in 1798. Two questions are there. Define fermentation and define microorganisms. The second question is define vaccination and its use. means why vaccination is done, and what's the use, means what's the advantage of vaccination for humans. As microorganisms used to increase soil fertility, means microorganisms makes the soil fertile. These are microbes present in soil which are able to convert the atmospheric nitrogen into a form to be used by plants and increase the soil fertility. These are called biological nitrogen fixers. Example, rhizobium bacteria, means there are bacteria present in soil, or we keep the bacteria in the soil so that these bacteria help the soil, help the plants to take atmospheric nitrogen, means these bacteria take atmospheric nitrogen and convert it into the nitrogenous compound so that plants and soil can use these nitrogenous compounds, because plants can take the atmospheric nitrogen directly. So that's why microbes are used to increase soil fertility. As microbes clean the environment, means microbes decompose the dead and decayed plants and animals into simple substances, and these substances provide energy to soil and other plants. As we see that whenever plants leaves are flown down or animals die, and after some days they get decomposed. What's the reason? There are microorganisms present which decomposes these plants leaves, means plants parts, and animal wastage or animals, means dead animals. These microbes convert both of them into simple substances and gives the energy to soil, and from soil the other plants take the other plants take the energy, means microbes clean the environment by decaying the plants and animals. Now next is pathogens. What are pathogens? Some microbes spoil food, contaminate water, responsible for causing disease are called pathogens. Means there are microbes which spoil our food, means if we keep food then it will get spoiled after some time or after 1 or 2 days. So it is done by microbes. Water is also contaminated by microbes. So these causes disease, and these disease causing microbes are called pathogens. Pathogens enter human body through air, water, or by direct contact with the infected person. Means if a person is infected by disease, and if another, means a healthy person comes in contact with the person who have disease, then there will be spread of disease, means by physical contact. So this type of disease transfer is called communicable disease. As in direct contact, if disease transfers from one person to another, these type of disease are called communicable. Example, common cold, chickenpox. If a person have common cold, and if a healthy person comes in contact with the person, then the healthy person will also be affected by the cold. The carriers of disease. As insects, flies are also disease carriers. As fly used to sit on garbage, waste, and they travel to open food and cause disease. Means flies are making their food from garbage and waste, and we used to see that flies comes in contact of our food, means human food. So in this way the microbes from the garbage and waste are transferred to food. So this way the flies are called the carriers of disease. In the same way mosquitoes are responsible for disease. As flies spread the disease, in the same way mosquito also spread the disease by biting the humans. Means when a mosquito bite on human skin, if it has bacteria, then it will affect the human. Example, female Aedes mosquito. It's the name of a mosquito. Female Aedes is the carrier of dengue virus, and female Anopheles mosquito is responsible for malaria causing. So in this way the carriers of disease are flies and mosquitoes. The common human disease by microbes are by bacteria. This means by bacteria human get the disease cholera, tuberculosis and typhoid. And by virus, measles, chickenpox, polio and hepatitis disease are caused by virus. And by protozoa, malaria disease is caused. So it's all about today's class. The first question is, human microbes are good and harmful for plants and humans. You have to describe how microbes are good and harmful for plants and humans.